Hello everyone and welcome to part 91. So, yeah, at the end of the last part I was saying about with Kunamon, I honestly don't think I ever would have figured out how to get him had I not been told, you know, to sleep under Kunamon's bed with a baby or in training Digimon. It's just something I don't think I ever would have, you know, sussed out for myself. In time, I may have gathered that the other rookie Digimon was Kunamon. Maybe, but I don't think I ever would have known how to get him. I probably would have assumed there was like a Digivolution item or something that I had to somehow get, or something. I don't know. Yeah, I like Kunamon. I think he is, you know, quite an overpowered Digimon. I think the Insectoid family are overpowered Digimon, and one thing that has actually occurred to me as an interesting idea, just for leisure, not something that I'd record or anything, but something that just for leisure that maybe I could do, or maybe somebody else could do, or anyone could do, but to actually do like a playthrough of the game, not on camera or anything, unless they want to, but just a playthrough of the game, doing the whole game, but with Kunamon. Just like, I mean, you wouldn't literally do the whole thing with Kunamon because he'd end up Digivolving, but I mean, like, starting the game with either Agumon or Gabumon or whatever, and then intentionally getting defeated, losing life, obviously fading away, turning into an egg, and then sleeping under Kunamon's bed, and then Digivolve into Kunamon, and then doing the game with Kunamon. That actually strikes me as a very interesting idea. Obviously, yeah, you would end up Digivolving, so you wouldn't do the whole thing with Kunamon, but, you know, you would do it with Kunamon and his family of Digivolutions. It's just something that struck me, and yeah, in regards to what I was saying about I never would have sussed it out, because it is with video games, it is a very rewarding feeling when you are able to suss something out, something that does require thinking outside the box. It's like Crash Bandicoot 2, which I'm sure most of you have played. The first level, what's it called? Turtle Woods, is it called? I'm not sure, but it's the first level where, obviously, in it you get a crystal for, obviously, obviously in every level you've got a crystal that's lying around and you just collect it, and then you get a gem for breaking every box open, and then in some levels you have bonus gems, obviously, and there's also those coloured gems as well. And what is interesting, obviously the first level, Turtle Woods, where you get the crystal that's lying around, you get the gem for breaking every box open. However, there's also the blue gem in that level as well. And when you, like, when I was a kid, obviously I did the level, getting the crystal, getting the gem for every box, and then I remember doing it again, and at the end of the level, when you've got the thing that shows you how many boxes you broke open, and if you got all of them, then it's a gem. Like, I just slept there, because I mentioned I want to be careful with where this Digivolution's going. And obviously, and then if you get the crystal and the normal gem, when you, like, do it again, the box thing at the end actually says whatever you got out of 0, and it seemed very glitchy. And then I remember thinking to myself, hold on, there's a gem in this level that I haven't collected, and that tally thing is saying out of 0, and that when the more times I did it, and the more times I saw it, it then occurred to me, hold on, what if we do the level without breaking any boxes? And obviously I did it, and then obviously I got the blue gem, and that was a really rewarding feeling when I was able to suss that out on my own, because I was only a kid, I was in first school, but it was a very rewarding feeling, because at first I just thought it was just some random glitch or something, but then on the other levels, after collecting the gem and crystal, if you then did it again, there wasn't like a box tally at the end, it was just nothing. But for this one specific level, there was, and it remained. And oh, and we're Digivolving. And yeah, I just sussed out that maybe I should get no boxes and see what happens. This is a key bit. If this isn't Carboterimon or Kawagamon, then I will have to reset. Brilliant. Carboterimon. It's annoying he can't do bug. Well, Prominence Beam because it's powerful. Green Trap is a status damager, and so too is Poison Claw. Poison Claw is also a quick attack that doesn't cost much MP. It did occur to me that I thought, hold on, my stats are at the maximum, they're way higher than they normally would be when you have a rookie, and it actually made me worry and think, hold on, what if the stats are just completely incompatible with every Digimon, and then consequently I get Numamon? But obviously that wasn't the case. I did actually get worried, but it wasn't the case. I'm pretty sure to get a champion you don't have to fulfill every requirement, you just have to fulfill some of the requirements. And obviously I've fulfilled enough requirements for Carboterimon, and I am delighted with the outcome. Speed Disc is no good. Right then, so I have options. This is brilliant. Digivolve into Carboterimon is brilliant. I'm relieved that I've digivolved to an Insectoid Digimon. Obviously the Beetle Cup is some time away, but Monzaemon has returned. Now I sense an opportunity here to bag myself a Chain Melon, because obviously I mentioned that the Beetle Tournament, I believe I'll be 17 when the Beetle Tournament is held, and Carboterimon will, if he doesn't Digivolve, only live to 15, and if I'm to enter that Beetle Tournament, I'll need to prolong my life, and obviously a Chain Melon will give me an extra day, and will get me up to 16, and obviously I'll still need Sea Basses, but seeing as Monzaemon's here, and I've got a very overpowered Carboterimon, I might as well defeat him and bag myself a Chain Melon. And I will most probably be doing Monzaemon with this Carboterimon, but I'm just going to the back dimension for now. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've said this, but seeing as I now have Carboterimon, I'll say it again. My aim is to naturally Digivolve to Hercules Carboterimon, so that I'll have every Insectoid Digimon other than Kawagamon. I'll then enter the Beetle Tournament, and intentionally come second, and try and get the Digivolution item that makes you Digivolve to Kawagamon. Because if you come first, you get the Digivolution item that makes you Digivolve to Hercules Carboterimon, but I'm hoping to get him naturally. And if you come second, you either get Carboterimon's Digivolution item or Kawagamon's Digivolution item. If I don't naturally Digivolve to Hercules Carboterimon, then that will complicate things. But if I can get Hercules Carboteriumon naturally, which I am trying to do and should succeed at, then all I'll need then is Drimogemon, and obviously come second to the Beetle tournament, I'll have his item. It is nice that all the items have respawned. Money isn't really anything significant at the moment, but obviously seeing as the items are there, I might as well take them, so I can obviously sell them and get the value of them. And had I digivolved to Drimogemon, then my intentions would have been pretty much the same. I would have aimed for a natural Hercules Carboteriumon, because Drimogemon and Carboteriumon can both digivolve to Hercules Carboteriumon. I've got to drop something. And so yeah, and then I would have entered the Beetle tournament with Hercules Carboteriumon and come second again, but then get Carboteriumon's Digivolution item. And once again, I would be completing the Digivolution charts of Insectoid Digimon, and I would be doing this and Monzaemon with Drimogemon. Tankmon puts Tekkamon to shame. Tankmon's attacks did like 300 plus, Tekkamon's did 1. Tekkamon is so feeble. And yeah, these Digimon, these Insectoid Digimon, are probably going to be my last like naturally raised Digimon that I'm going to stick with. I took 2 out there because I need room for the Chain Melon as well. Obviously, these Insectoid Digimon I'm raising naturally and sticking with, and they're probably going to naturally fade away in the end. And yeah, it's probably the last time I'm going to be doing that. Probably the final Digimon that I'm going to raise and stick with. This should be quite easy. His attacks don't do tremendous damage against Earth types, which is what Carboteriumon is. So this should be quite easy. with the easiest Machinemon ever. Obviously, I did Poison Claw at the beginning, so I could poison him, which would slow him down and cause his HP to decrease at a decent pace. And I chose Green Trap over Prominence Beam because it has a high rate of paralysis, which would go in my favour. Even though Green Trap is weaker than Prominence Beam, and it showed in this battle. But that was pretty easy. Probably not as easy as Monzaemon is going to be. And I must say, it's probably very rare that people defeat Monzaemon with a Digimon other than Monzaemon. Because I suppose most people would assume that you have to do it with Monzaemon, and they wouldn't know that all you have to do with Monzaemon is have the door unlocked, and then you could come back with a different Digimon and do it with that different Digimon. Should I save? I'll probably hold on to the Chain Melon because I may end up needing to use it, so I'll probably hold on to it. Most of the other stuff will be sold. Of course, when Monzaemon is done, I'll be able to see Nanimon for the last time and get the other item extension thing, increasing my maximum capacity from 20 to 30. That'll be nice, because obviously you saw in Back Dimension I ran out of space. So it'll be nice to have the extra storage. Don't want to be selling that. Yeah, if I don't naturally digivolve to Hercules Carbuteriumon, well, I mean, it'll be for one of two reasons. Either because I don't digivolve, or I digivolve to a different Digimon. And that would really complicate things, because that would most probably mean either needing to do the Beetle Cup twice, or needing to get Kunamon twice, or both. Because if I don't digivolve to Hercules Carbuteriumon, then that might mean that I would need to get Kunamon again, and do things differently, and get Hercules Carbuteriumon, or doing the Beetle Cup and then having to come first at it, getting Hercules Carbuteriumon's Digivolution item, then having to get Kunamon again, going through this again, and then trying to then do the Beetle Cup again, and then come second, and then get Kuwagamon's Digivolution item. Or just doing things differently with Kunamon and trying to get Kuwagamon naturally via Kunamon. I don't know, but if I don't digivolve to Hercules Carbuteriumon, then things will be complicated, and like I said, it could mean needing to do the Beetle Cup. Do I give him the Chain Melon? No, I don't want to prolong his life unnecessarily. But yeah, obviously, it might mean having to get Kunamon again, or having to do the Beetle Cup twice. But if he digivolves to Hercules Carbuteriumon, then I won't need Kunamon again, and I'll only need to do the Beetle Cup once. Because if I get the wrong Digivolution item, I can just reset and do it again until I get the right Digivolution item. As you can see, I've entered Toy Mansion, so as you can see, Monzaemon is not needed for this bit. All he is seriously needed for is unlocking the door. And you can do this with any Digimon you say please. I don't want to be getting into a battle. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously these Digimon are absolutely no threat. It's just I don't want to be wasting time. The Digimon are not a threat to me. It's just the time that it will take to defeat them. I just don't want the inconvenience. Trying to get past these Tankmon, and I leave by accident. And I made it back through. I don't know if these Tankmon are avoidable. Well, maybe not for me. I shouldn't have any trouble, it's just the time, really. It's interesting that even these Tankmon are more powerful than the Tekamon in Back Dimension. The Digimon in Back Dimension are surely meant to be, you know, like the elite, you know, like the best of the best. I know Mount Infinity, I know that it might be Mount Infinity where that's the case, but Back Dimension I would say is even more powerful than Mount Infinity. So you'd think that surely those Digimon would be like the best of the best, and those Tekamon are less powerful than these Tankmon. Oh, these clear Agumons, by the way, are a good way to get a money boost, because you get 4,500 for each one. Do all three, that's 13,500. Why does that clear Agumon say, I told you before, don't make fun of me? I don't get that. Like, we passed through Toy Agumon, then Tankmon, then Clear Agumon, and one of them saying, I told you before, don't make fun of me. I told you before? That's our first time of seeing him, isn't it? What could he be referring to? Now, the small box is the correct one. You get a choice of small box or big box. The correct one is a small box, so let's go for the big box. Yep, let's go for the big box, just to be wrong. Either way, Royal Monzaemon comes out anyway. I don't get what Clear Agumon was referring to, because that's our first time of seeing him, isn't it? So how could he have told us before not to make fun of him? I don't get it. Anyway, so Royal Monzaemon is going to be ours. Yeah, because there's a purple angry face above his head. Well, pink is it? Red, pink, something like that. Well, in theory, shouldn't stand a chance, even though my stats are quite low. Easy peasy. When I said my stats are low, I meant my HP and MP. Obviously everything else is at the maximum. Yeah, easy when you've got maximised stats. We get a total of 2 HP chips. So now we've got to go back to the robot Digimon and give them the gear. Who is in fact a Digimon. So we made it past the Clear Agumons. The Tankmons are probably the trickiest to get past. They are a bit easier when you're going back this way, but still. Is he getting me? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm gonna hope he goes away if I do this. Okay, he did. Okay, made it past. The only thing is, I've got to return again for Nanimon, and obviously that might be a different story. I'm not quite sure at what point Nanimon appears, but with the Dino region, he appears once you speak to Tyrannomon, have Master Tyrannomon show, and then Tyrannomon recruit. If the rules are the same here, then I'd say that Nanimon may show after I speak to these guys, return the gear, and then have Monzaemon recruit. That's what I'm going to try anyway. Monzaemon's recruited. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and see if Nanimon's there. If he is, then brilliant. That's the recruitment completely done. If he's not, then I'll just return to the city and just try again in like a few days or something. I just hope that he'll show in time. So yeah, you notice there were those Digimon that were loitering around. They don't attack you or anything, they just give you tips and stuff, but I don't care for it. I don't need to see them. Fortunately, every door now works, there's no traps or anything, so it's made it managed to make faster Drimogemons, but these Tankmon are probably going to be different. Yeah, if anyone knows how to make it past these Tankmon, I'd be grateful. Well, actually, no, well, yeah, just for the sake of curiosity, I'd be grateful. It's not important now, because this is the last time I need to face them. For now. They were kind enough to drop me one of those large recovery items. Yeah. I probably don't sound too enthusiastic, that's because I'm not. It's gonna sell for like 500 or something. If I want money, I'll just do the Monzaemon trick again. That's got to be the most reliable and persistent way to go about it. Is Nanimon here? He is! Hello Nanimon, long time no see, and you still continue to ask the same stuff. Whatever, well I've got another extension keychain thing, which means storage of 30 items. Now it's back to the city, and hopefully, well I say hopefully, definitely our 13th medal. There's no hopefully about it, I've got my prosperity up to 100. With Monzaemon and Nanimon being the last two. Well, Nanimon is in the item bank with Agumon, but he doesn't really serve a purpose, I don't think. Yeah, there it is. Right, Digivolutions in 10 years, all that's left. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.